Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Croatia marked today the 26th anniversary of the battle for Vukovar, the town's fall, and its occupation. On November 18, 1991, Serb-led JNA forces overran the town's defenses after a relentless three-month siege. During the battle, 1,642 Croatian soldiers and civilians were killed. As has become tradition, a procession honoring them made its way through the town today. It was led by veterans and family members of those who died in Vukovar.
I lost 5 of the people closest to me, my son, my brother, and 2 cousins. My father is still missing. I feel sad, but still I'm proud.
They were my brothers in arms. I still see them, and today they will walk with us arm in arm. I feel that I am part of the side that won, the victorious nation. It is now up to us to build our own future. Our hearts are full of pride and we are honored to be here. We are doing everything we can in cooperation with the government to pass legislation on encouraging investment in Vukovar.
More than 60,000 people took part in today's memorial procession in Vukovar. Locals were joined by veterans and pilgrims from all over Croatia and neighboring Bosnia and Herzegovina. Croatia's leadership was also there.
First, what we must do here today is honor the victims of Vukovar, but we must also build a better future for Vukovar. It will take time for Croatia and Serbia to become friends, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't talk to each other. On the contrary, it is our responsibility to discuss and resolve issues.
It was a tragedy what happened here after nearly 90 days of constant bombardment and attack. The full force of the greater Serbian regime of Slobodan Milosevic. It was also a turning point that affected Croatia's international recognition. We've made a lot of progress since then. Now we are working on legislation aimed at encouraging development in Vukovar. We've also increased funding for local development by 50%.
A religious service honoring Vukovar's dead and missing was held today at the town's Homeland War Memorial Cemetery. In his sermon, Bishop Antun Skvorcevic expressed hope that the Catholic Church and the Serb Orthodox Church would find a way to work together to overcome hatred and division.
The aggression of the war in Croatia brought to light the enormous divide between Serbs and Croats, especially here in Vukovar. After all that has happened, what can we do to stop killing each other? Political efforts at reconciliation deserve our support, but it is not enough to heal our inner divisions. Croats and Serbs are Christian-majority nations and are being called to God's own project of reconciliation.
The tiny northern Dalmatian village of Škabrnja is also marking a somber anniversary today. On this day in 1991, following an artillery attack, Serb forces entered the village and executed 34 civilians and 15 Croatian soldiers. No one has been prosecuted for the crime. The community lost 86 residents during the Homeland War.
Being here today means honoring those who deserve to be remembered. It means a lot to be able to pay our respects to all of the victims of the Homeland War.
Those who are responsible for this must be held accountable, and it is the job of our judiciary to do everything in its power to ensure that happens.
The film Men Don't Cry by Bosnian director Alen Drljević has won first prize in the feature film category at the Zagreb Film Festival. It's a powerful drama about the physical and psychological trauma of war and how interpersonal communication is a necessary part of the healing process, both for the main characters and for their communities.
The film is based on real events from actual workshops with war veterans from Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, men who once fought against each other. It's about why it happened and its consequences.
Taking a quick look at sports, in the National League, current champions Rijeka have played 5 consecutive games without a single win. Tonight they played Inter to a scoreless draw at home. Earlier today, Osijek and Cibalia played to a 1-1 draw in Osijek. On Sunday, Dinamo plays Lokomotiva and Istra faces Hajduk to wrap up this week's matches.
Tomorrow's forecast calls for partly sunny skies and variable clouds in most of Croatia. The morning will be foggy with a chance of light rain or drizzle in places. Light breezes are expected in the interior. On the coast, there will be moderate northeasterly and northwesterly winds. Morning lows will range from -3 to +2 degrees in the interior and from 6 to 12 on the coast. The day's highs will be between 3 and 8 in continental Croatia and between 12 and 17 along the Adriatic. The 3-day outlook for the interior calls for the skies to clear overnight into Monday, which will make for a cold morning with temperatures dipping below freezing. Once the morning fog clears, the day will be mostly to partly sunny. Warmer air will begin to move over the region on Tuesday, which will bring some clouds, but it will be mostly dry. On the coast, sunshine is forecast for Monday. From Tuesday on, it will be cloudier with a chance of rain in the north. North-northeasterly winds will shift to a southwesterly and southeasterly on Tuesday.
And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.